So we're off to a very good start for the week. We're seeing ADA doing a little bit of climbing up at about 51 cents at the time of filming this video. It's 6:45 a.m. Central Standard Time. BTC is up at about 66K. We're seeing some great setup for the week. Now, I want people to remember this. We have typically dealt with some GBTC selling, the grayscale dumping that happens earlier in the day. And this has been the case basically since institutional money loss. Not basically, it has been the case. So it doesn't happen on the weekends, but we're obviously getting into the start of the week. So we're probably going to deal with some of this today. Now, this is where things are about to get interesting. We are probably about to see the point where this throttles back very, very heavily. It's been working its way back in general. For example, on April 19th, the GBTC outflow was only $46 million. So again, that's been changing. But we may get to a point where this selling becomes nothing. Now, why I say that is many people may have missed this, but Grayscale actually plans a mini Bitcoin ETF that will have a 0.15% fee, the lowest among spot Bitcoin ETFs in the US industry. So what they are planning on doing is they are going to be converting 10% of the assets in GBTC to this BTC trust. So the shares of BTC trust will be issued and distributed automatically to holders of GBTC shares. So the Grayscale spinoff is also considered to be a non-taxable event. So it's not going to hurt people by them doing this automatically. So what we may see over time is actually this shift internally from GBTC to BTC, their mini ETF spinoff. And why this is a big deal is we've had to absorb a lot of this selling just from the shuffle and entities shifting from one spot Bitcoin ETF to another because people honestly don't want to pay these outrageous fees. So now that they're getting more competitive within the industry, we're going to have to absorb less. This shock that we get early every day in terms of the charts may dissipate into nothing. That's where things start to get a little exciting. Now, not only that, but we're about to get into a time like we've talked about where institutional money is going to begin to ramp up. Retail money is going to begin to ramp up. And remember, what do they tend to do when prices are soaring? They tend to buy more, right? They're trying to, again, get a hold on the industry. They're trying to control prices. And if retail is buying heavily, they can't really do that. So this is, I would say, an exciting thing. Some people have said it's a bad thing, but it's really not. If they're doing something that is going to kind of deter them from selling and dumping on the market in the same way, that's a big deal. Now, I'm not saying the selling is over or anything like that. They still have, creditors and things like that they're trying to obviously pay for. And then we know that, there are probably other entities that will come along, just like we saw with Genesis, just like we saw with FTX, that are going to liquidate their shares of GBTC, and we're going to see some dumping in the markets. But we're getting to a point now where the market is becoming more resilient. We've had to deal with this less and less. It's throttled down over time. And eventually, remember, their supply can run out. So this, I would say, is a positive thing. The market is showing good direction. And maybe this is something where the market flips and just decides to send. So I appreciate you guys as always. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Let me know what you think. But have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.